Hey, we hitting lives. We hitting lives. Ukateros and shit like that. I'm saying I kicked this button real quick, real spontaneous. But yeah, let me spin this intro real quick. Shout out everyone running shit up. Because I've topped on number one, first and foremost. First and foremost, shout out everyone running it up. Yes, sirski, all that's in order. Alright, damn, man, get off my screen.
We keep it going, we hitting me saying MC what's the potion. I keep it again and saying clean, don't do heavy portion. If you tryna roll with me, it's my house family staying focused. And I go through all them petty ones, so let's go, boy. We keep it going, we hitting me saying MC what's the potion. I keep it again and saying clean, don't do heavy portion. If you tryna roll with me, it's my house family staying focused. And I go through all them petty ones, so let's go, boy. Shit, if you doing the petty ones, you know we stay in motion. My God, this CW, we stand focused. Yeah, G, walk my gas and she spits fine like Lotus. I'm the magic man, I want disclosure. I know you don't want to live. Say what you need that closure. I'm taking clear space, that's what you need. You know I don't feel unseen. If you were hip on the beat, you can talk about it, you know my feet. I'm right now, bro, just doing the boots. Still cool, Mexican too. I have to keep it. Build it up just for the teams. SCW, you know I'm making catches. And you said we look at his phone on my feet. Back in the flip, shockers around me, yeah, we kept it. Angels rocking when niggas swinging all that demon shit. I'm only rolling with my team. And the ancestors back in me. And listening to the predecessors riding with the team. You know how we rock. Said I'm never shower in the base. I'm dope, saying almost call that violet flow. Said don't hit me, my name involved, especially during loco. Might go around like diamond shit, man, you know I had to hit the road. We kept it going, he hitting me saying, MC what's supposed. I keep it organic, staying clean, don't do heavy portion. They tryna roll with me, that's why I know we staying focused. I don't do all the petty games, so that's no bullshit.
Everyone bumping a new, you know what I'm saying? Shout out everyone bumping a new. We're going straight into two track intros today, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm running up the music. So shout out all y'all. Get y'all tea, get anything y'all need, you know what I'm saying? Do a little Q&A. I just finished mine, so shit.
connection to my emotion.
I'm gonna keep it going light, but she said it's synchronicity, shit crazy. I say, y'all know, baby, you can still love me.
And if it's hard for you to be with another though, then you know you gotta keep it pushing.
Can't she don't bad, baby. You can't even see the shit at the top with me, but no love to love, child.
Don't know what it look like that,
So I keep it going, yeah. And we ride.
just catch me, you know we never love. To a plane, now just caught another flight. We don't stop, this is how we do it, and I'm working even if it's too nice. We rock, don't know what it look like that, so I keep it going, yeah. And we rock, yes, catch me, and you know we never love, stay stop. We're riding to a plane, now I just caught another flight. We don't stop, this is how we do it, and I'm working even if it's too nice.
Let's start at Aries, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, Mars. 4 hearts. 4 hearts. Sun, Moon, Ascendant, Aries, Mars. Y'all starting the week off with the 4 of hearts. Or, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say starting the week off like that, but this is going to be the weekly theme for y'all. So generally, something's going to be on your mind or significance of, practical realization towards an opportunity, or practical analyzation towards an opportunity, something that you can emotionally connect to, or something that you already emotionally connected to, and thinking practically about it. How you can develop, ways of stability in these things that you're emotionally invested in this week, and these things you're looking to nurture during Cancer season. So the things you're initiating to that you can to take care of and have something that you can sustain, or from something that you feel heartfeltly connected to. You're going to be thinking more practically about it throughout this week, and analyzing ways that make sense to you. That way you can actually go about this opportunity in ways that are making sense, and that are practical. Aries, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, and Mars. We're gonna go right into Taurus. You had the three of diamonds at the bottom of the deck too. So whatever you're emotionally connected to that you see as an opportunity is likely within your environment. So look within your environment to help you with stability and what you can tap into within your environment. Taurus. It's a brand new deck. Little collective deck, you know what I'm saying? As far as Taurus, that was an underlying story for some of y'all. Some of y'all might go through a fallout or be releasing certain, certain emotional states, certain thought forms that no longer serve you, certain people, places, and things that are no longer serving you, and things of that nature. Let's see what the energy is for y'all this week, Taurus. Shout out to everyone tuning in on the readings. Shout out to everyone trying to tap in for personal services. Slots are extremely limited, so I can only take 6 at a time. And there may be a shortness in spots soon as spots are getting filled. So if y'all are interested in those services, y'all can go to mccloudsbrand.com, and you can either purchase them directly online as your yearly coach and yearly astrologer and diviner. So we do specialize in divination, personal readings, and stuff like that, and astrological transits. So if y'all were looking for that type of service, just head over to mccloudsbrand.com. And you'll see that as just hit the services section. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, and Venus. Let's see what's up this week. What's the message for you guys? Yeah, I'm seeing follow energy for Taurus. I want to see if I dropped a card. Though. 1 second. Just have a feeling I dropped a card. I didn't, but wanted to make sure I didn't drop a card. You know how that goes. Don't need to drop no cards, but yes, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, and Venus. Right in y'all face today. Okay. So Taurus, y'all got the Ace of Hearts. So whatever opportunity you're going towards, Taurus, or you're looking at as an opportunity this week, or whatever comes up that you may see as an opportunity to go towards, it's all up to you and yourself and how you take action with this opportunity. Are you gonna go? It looks like you're moving towards an opportunity though, or what you are emotionally connect to that you see as an opportunity. So this is you moving towards that, of you emotionally connect to you know what I'm saying, to fulfill this opportunity and to fulfill this love. And this could be you going towards a person, place, or thing that you emotionally connect to, or you going towards or moving forward within a relationship. But this is like your choice, and you have to like you got to move forward with it, and you got to kind of you know what I'm saying, how is this is an opportunity that you see is significant. How are you going to move forward with it? How are you going to adjust, and how are you going to kind of be in correspondence with this opportunity, that way you can go forward with it, that way you can move towards it. And this is something that you are emotionally connected to. You got the Five of Hearts on the bottom of the deck, so you are emotionally connected to what you see as an opportunity for yourself to thrive. So how you got to position yourself as an individual to get closer to this opportunity, or to move forward with this opportunity, or towards this opportunity. And that opportunity could be a person, place, or thing, or even a relationship. That's something that something of significance within that realm of love and Venus type energies, love, appreciations, and values. So something that you value, that you see yourself is in correspondence with you, like your actions and stuff like that, and your values. So move towards that opportunity that's in alignment to your values. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, and underlying story. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, Mercury. You got the King of Hearts. So y'all giving grand support. Y'all giving your grand support to an opportunity, relationship, person, place, or thing this week. You know what I'm saying? So be significant, or kind of have your eyes out. To be aware of how you give your energy out this week, and whom you may give your energy out to. What person, place, or thing you may give your energy out to, and is this an opportunity that you see for yourself that's can help you or hurt you and stuff like that. So make sure the energy you're giving is something that you do see as an opportunity, and something that you do feel connected towards. So if you were indecisive about which who or what person, place, or thing that give you opportunity towards, you gonna know which one to give it to, or who to give it to, based upon this connection that you feel towards it, and that'll let you know intuitively that that's an opportunity for yourself, or an opportunity to kind of step back. But this being a red card, it shows me that it's going to be an opportunity that you're connected to, something that you're heartfeltly connected to. So you won't feel, what I'm saying, any sort of way of giving your grand support to that thing, that person, place, or thing, etc. And then you got the Four of Hearts. So this is thinking practically, and giving the grand support towards something that makes sense within this opportunity and shit like that. But enough grant support that you give is in a practical manner, so you're not going to overgive and stuff like that, or overstep, but also know how much to give and stuff like that to this person, place, or thing, or relationship, based upon practical thinking, practical analyzation, and what makes sense or what doesn't make sense type shit. As a Gemini, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, Mercury, we're going to go into Cancer, Sun, Moon, Ascendant. All right, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, y'all got the Seven of Hearts. Split the deck, Queen of Spades, Five of Spades. So for some of y'all Cancers, communication can be significant. Maybe possibly, like, for some of y'all Cancers, it is y'all season. You may be receiving some form of communication, or analyzing some form of communication that you received, or analyzing some sort of conversation that you may have had that you kind of maybe had you emotionally connected, but it has you analyzing how you kind of look at yourself and analyzing your emotions too, and how you need to communicate and analyze your emotions type stuff. Um, Very interesting. That's for some of y'all cancers. But y'all got the seven of hearts, a lot of hearts energy for sure. This is looking at your many areas of opportunity, possibly many areas, saying people, places, and things that you see as an opportunity, or relationships, or spouses, or whatever the case may be, that you see as an opportunity, possibly fulfilled in many areas and stuff like that, and looking and seeing like what's the best path for yourself based upon which opportunity best serves you. Like, um, if you chose this option, where would that lead you? If you chose this option, where would that lead you? So you're kind of going through your options right now and seeing what's the best opportunity for you as an individual in this moment. And based upon this emotional communication, what I'm saying, you're gonna, and emotional analyzation, you're gonna know what you emotionally connect to the most, that you see as the best opportunity for you as a Cancer, Sun, Moon, Ascendant. Let's get into Leo. Leo, Sun, Moon, Ascendant. Leo, and some hearts kind of come out as well. Spades. We'll see what that's up. All right, so spades energy. Thinking practically, Leo, Sun, Moon, Ascendant. This is y'all thinking practically this week about how y'all communicate. So this week, what I'm saying, you may be internally thinking about how you need to express something in some way, shape, or form in a practical matter. But you not being sure how to express it. But me seeing the four, you got to think about something in the most practical manner. So like, put yourself in other people's shoes too, and how would you want something to be communicated in something like that? If the role was switched, if you was receiving communication from someone, how would you want them to communicate to you? You know what I'm saying, based upon who that individual is in their life. But think practical and do what makes sense. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then you'll know how to express this, or how to come across with this communication. But this is you analyzing your communication in a practical way. So you trying to make sense of your ways of analyzation. Or this could also be you justifying ways that for yourself to not communicate something. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're stepping back from saying something based upon like it not making sense to you. So don't, like, you can't do that forever as well, for individuals who may be falling back from communication, because that's what you're justifying. If it makes sense, I'm not gonna say to not say anything, because at the end of the day, some things are best to be spoken. Other things are best to fall back, and other things don't need to be said maybe right away. So apply it where necessary in your life. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna tell you to not communicate. I'm not gonna tell you to express something that may make sense in the moment to not be expressed. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta know, based upon in your life, where the shoe fits and shit like that. But like I said, if something does need to be expressed, analyze it and ask yourself, how can you express it in the most harmonious way, in ways that make sense for both parties. You know what I'm saying? You can't hide from conflict, and you can't hide from communication. So you should always speak your piece if this is something that should be communicated. Right? So just do it in a way that makes sense, and do it in a way that is harmonious, and doesn't harm either party and stuff like that. And you doing this and you communicating sometimes shows that you still a lot of individuals in your life, that you can be the bigger person. So it may be best to communicate something and based upon your wants and needs, right? So instead of falling back, it's like you showing up to the plate, you stepping up and saying what needs to be said based upon your own wants and what makes sense to you in your own life. You know what I'm saying? That's for some of y'all Leos. Apply it where it is, apply it where it fits, And yeah, we're gonna keep it flowing. If any of y'all Leos need a reading, personal reading and stuff like that, you can hit the email astrology12house@yahoo.com. I'm about to put reading astrological and tarot and oracle services on site. So this week y'all will see McLeod's via McLeod's brand astrological and tarot oracle services. If you are looking to order readings directly on site. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Ascendant. Little like trippy card wanted to come up, but that one slid under for sure. There you go. Did something else fall? Nope. All right, Virgo. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Ascendant. And with the Ace of Diamonds. So, right now, y'all have the ability to make the adjustments for yourself practically within your foundation. And you know what adjustments need to be made in order for yourself to be stable. You know what I'm saying? If you're looking for new ways of stability, ask yourself how you can be better within, you know what I'm saying, realms of stability, and how you can be more practical in your foundation. You know what I'm saying, how you can create more opportunities for yourself in order to create this, or in order for you to create this stability and this foundation and longevity, you know what I'm saying, in the things that you're looking to foundate yourself in. You are looking toward what you emotionally connect to. That helps your foundation. So this week, do look to what emotionally, because this is a red card. These are both red cards. It's showing me that what you emotionally connect to is going to have you taking action, and it's going to have you actually getting up for yourself and doing something that can, you know, practically, that can help with your foundation and create and create stability for yourself by going towards this opportunity via what you emotionally connect to. So look towards, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna feel called this week to kind of go about something or take initiative with something based upon an emotional standpoint. So whatever that emotional standpoint is to make you take action, know that it's up to you, and you taking action on these emotional standpoints, that's gonna help you with your foundation. So make sure what you're gravitating towards is something that can help you within your foundation, and something that makes sense for yourself. So if you didn't know like what emotion and stuff like that to act on the ones that can help you, and act on the ones that can help you practically they stabilize yourself within your foundation. You know what I'm saying? So what emotional standpoints are you called towards to take action on that can help you with this foundational energy? You know what I'm saying? Stability and stuff like that. And that'll be practical. That's something that's practical, and that's something that makes sense type shit. I hit super soon. I was shuffling. I was about to shuffle for Libra. I'm gonna shuffle again just because I didn't announce the constellation. You know what I'm saying? So Libra. You know what I'm saying? I like to announce Libra, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, and Venus. If y'all didn't notice already. But this card did kind of jump out. It's a Two of Spades. We're gonna see if it's in any correspondence for y'all Libras. Libra, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, and Venus. Let's see what the heck's been going on. Alright, so that one kind of fell out right there. Spending a whole lot of time analyzing how you take action. So this is not an action card. You're falling back, you're stepping back, you're analyzing, you know what I'm saying, this week. So yeah, you could be going into a new cycle, you know, kind of new ways of action, or, you know, that's where you're spending a whole lot of time analyzing, like how to go about something in a different way. look within the, like, keep looking within the realms of yourself. Like, any advice I can give personally, keep looking in the realms of yourself. Explore areas that you haven't explored yet. What are things you're interested in that that can help you take action with something that you maybe like to do, that maybe that you gravitate to naturally. What are the natural things that you gravitate to that can help you take action within your stability, or help you take action and find something that you emotionally connect towards, that you can possibly build on and stuff like that. But guys, those are the type of questions you want to be utilizing right now as you're spending time and seeing many different ways of how you can take action with certain areas of your life and things of that nature. These clubs cards are all like wands, so you want to you'll spark your vision, which vision you want to take action on, which what realm of motivation or what realm of drive that you're most driven in to take action with, like, and oftentimes you may not always be motivated. You got to utilize energies of discipline. If you can develop different habits that can lead to discipline, that can have you doing something positive, that'll have you take action in ways that goes beyond just getting up and doing it. So look at what you love to do, look at your hobbies, look at your crafts, what are you naturally good at and stuff like that. And that's what you want to be. If you're going to analyze anything, ask yourself those questions so it's positive, so that you can actually get out of this analyzation and take action with something. Utilize an idea and take action on it immediately, execute immediately, and see where that leads you. And then if you go back to the drawing board, keep doing it though until you can find something that where you can actually take action consistently and create a habit around it, where you develop disciplinary energies, and you're always kind of doing it because you know your purpose and you know your goal and you know why you're doing something. Libra? So always keep that in mind. This week, Libra, Sun, Moon, Ascendant. You got the Three of Spades at the bottom. Your environment. Look towards your environment and communicate with the people within your environment. That'll help you. Kind of get a better understanding on how you should be taking action. So try to communicate. You could be analyzing your environment as well, but communicate with the people in your environment. That'll give you the confirmation you need to know how you want to take action or how you want to move forward and go about something. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Ascendant. God damn. All right. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Ascendant. You emotionally connecting to opportunities. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Ascendant is emotionally connecting to an opportunity, person, place, or thing, and stuff like that. But that person, place, or thing is likely within your environment. So you're emotionally connecting to an opportunity that came within your environment and stuff like that. So it's pretty straightforward. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, Mars, and Pluto. So whatever you're emotionally connecting to, Scorpio, always know that whatever you emotionally, as you a strong feeler and stuff like that. Any side notes I would give and stuff like that, just know that what you're emotionally connecting to, make sure that that's something that you do want to invest your time in and stuff like that, based upon you being a strong manifester from your emotions and knowing that your emotional state can dictate your moods. So always know that what you're emotionally connecting to, make sure it's an opportunity that can actually help you with your goals and your own mission in life and stuff like that. And that opportunity and what you're emotionally connecting to that comes forth, whether it's a person, place, or thing, or something that you are just will naturally gravitate to, is going to come within your environment. So keep an eye out within your environment and be open to receive, and look for opportunities and stuff like that. That'll help you with stability and further foundation within your earth energies. Sag, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, and Jupiter. Sagittarius. Yeah, we made a scene. Busting left from Western Churchill, but I made a moment too. Sagittarius, Sun and Ascendant. Some of y'all may be analyzing right now. It's an internal moment, like, see what's up. Alright, got a flip card right here. Yeah, Joker, you know what I'm saying? Hey, what's up, C? How are you? I'm good. We on Sagittarius, Sun and Ascendant. I was shuffling and it was taking a while for a card to pop out, and this flipped right in the middle, Eternal Epiphany. So, you know, something going on this week right here, Sag. And then we got the Ace of Spades. So very interesting. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Ascendant. There's something within this week that's going to be significant, that's of significance to you. You know, both these cards are black. Whether it's, I'm not going to sit here and say negative or positive. This could just be you stepping back from something. Based upon this right here, this Joker, this is an internal epiphany. So something's going to happen this week, or keep an eye out within, you know, what you hear. And this right here is spades. So likely communication. It could be a conversation, something that you hear. It could be something, you know, significance of synchronicity in music. It could be something that you read online. It could be, you know what I'm saying, so like I said, a conversation that you could have had that can cause this emotional epiphany that is going to have you possibly adjusting, you know, maybe ways of thought, or maybe not adjusting anything, but it's going to have you kind of stepping back at this moment within this week. Under the card, you know what I'm saying, at the bottom of the Ace of Spades, you did get the Four of Hearts. This communication could be something that you emotionally connect to based upon this communication, and that's what's causing this eternal epiphany. And you know that could be shaky, because obviously when we're emotionally connected to something, and we you know, they have a conversation, and that can like disarm how we feel about the situation, or feel about the opportunity or significance, or whatever the case may be, which is what can cause the emotional epiphany. But if that's the case for some of y'all, sit back and analyze and see how, and you know what it is that this communication is throwing you off. Does this communication or conversation, or what was heard, can be fact, or is it fiction? Was it said just to throw you off, to cause this eternal epiphany, so you fall back from this opportunity? Because this is four, so this is practical. This is something that makes sense. So to you to have an emotional epiphany towards something that makes sense, or something that you emotionally connect to for yourself, Seven of Hearts, you got to see whether this communication was communicating to you genuinely or not. And that's as far as I'm going to go as far as the Sag reading. That is very interesting. So Sag had a very interesting pull. I'm not going to lie. But let's hop right into Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Ascendant. If y'all Sagittarius want an extensive reading on that, let me know. Hit the email. Super, super interesting. Super duper interesting. Chart reading. Chart reading, just like a general chart reading, is 40 Canadian. So I don't know where you are, but if you're in America, that's like 30 something American. So it's a general chart reading. We can do that for you. And 40 is a minimum, and then we have like different areas too if we want to get into like love readings, and based upon astrology on the astrological side, you want to get into love reading, business, and stuff like that. For sure. Get to the email. We're starting personal services now, which I'll run through again at the end. But we always done readings in the email and stuff like that. So we're gonna offer yearly all-around services to a certain amount of clients. So right now I'm accepting 6 new ones to add to my current 3, and that's all year services, all year round. But before I get into those, like astrological, divination, and mental coaching, you have access to me pretty much 24/7, and stuff like that. So before I get into that, any more detail, let's get into Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, and see what's up. It's super interesting. Okay, no worries. Yeah, that's one thing, man. Canada, we have. It sucks because we don't have Cash App. We don't have Cash App over here. I know that's a big thing, like America. I have a lot of American friends, and they're like, "Bro, you don't have Cash App?" I'm like, "Sorry, shitty," but no worries. We have yeah. Even if you don't have like PayPal or nothing like that, I'm on my own websites and stuff, like in my own brand, so I can just invoice you for any personal services, and then like you can do credit card stuff and all that. Like that's no problem. Cause yeah, that's where I have my yearly services on my personal website. That's McLeod's brand, where we have the wellness product and organic cotton clothing. So you wouldn't have to worry about that. That's no problem. It's one thing that's handy when you can't rely on the platforms. Have your own platform. And it's funny because I forget that I'm able to do that sometimes, like just create my own invoice. I only do it rarely if I'm doing like wholesale orders and stuff. So I don't. Oftentimes it rarely comes across my mind that I could do that. It's super interesting. Super interesting. Let's see what's up right here though. Capricorn is analyzing as well. Capricorn is going through some analyzations. Give it a shuffle. Yeah, nighttime's a little nicer for my lives. I'm starting to realize. If I come live, I gotta come on at night. Maybe it's just my energy, but it's like the best thing for real. But yeah, if you ever needed anything after the live, I'm gonna get into some detail for sure. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, Saturn. Let's see what's up. Progressed. What y'all Caps dealing with? I had a card almost flipped just now. I think it was Joker. Alright, caught one flipped. See if you guys didn't catch that one. That one flipped real fast. It's in there. You see it. It's a queen. Yeah. Queen of Diamonds. Alright. In between. Okay, nice decent amount of blacks and stuff like that. Alright. Hidden flip. But alright, so Capricorn. Receiving grant support this week. Capricorn, I think it was last week that Capricorn had something significant that I had in mind. But certain things I remember and pick up from readings. But this week y'all are getting. Thank you, I appreciate that. See, I appreciate that. Put in hella work, built by me, all that, you know what I'm saying? Built by me, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I appreciate that. It took some time, but well worth it for sure. So Capricorn, y'all dealing with the Queen of Hearts, sorry. I was gonna say, I don't know why I was singing Queen of Diamonds, but y'all had the 4 of Diamonds at the bottom. Y'all got the Queen of Hearts, so this is receiving grant support this week, towards a opportunity in some way, shape, or form, something that you emotionally value, something that you value. I'm not gonna say emotionally value, but something you emotionally connect to that you do value, whether it's a person, place, or a thing. This could be a relationship as well. The Hearts is at Venus, Taurus, that Venus-like energy as well, Venusian energy. So this is receiving grant support towards what you love, appreciate, and value, and that could be a person, that could be a goal, that could be an object, right? Any kind of anything. Apply it where the shoe fits and type stuff. But keep an eye out and be open to receive. You know what I'm saying? There is going to be something of significance that wants to help you, or that is going to be there to support you. So keep an eye out for that. Keep an eye out. There's going to be some sort of opportunity where you'll be able to receive some sort of support, and either that support that you receive is the opportunity, or the energy you receive or support you receive from a person, place, or thing is going to lead you towards opportunity. But you'll know based upon where you're at in your life, and then that's going to help you think, with practical foundation and how you look at your how you analyze. I'm going to say how you analyze your foundation. That's going to lead to that practicality, like what makes sense. Like, what I'm saying, based upon what you've received, you're going to know, all right, cool, like that. Like 2 and 2 go together. You already gonna know how to boom boom bap, and that's gonna make sense for you. And then now you'll see that what you receive is actually an opportunity, and that's helping you with your foundation to help you make sense. That Earth-like energy, that Capricorn-like energy, and that's what's then gonna be paying attention to and always on your mind. You know what I'm saying? So y'all got the 4 and the 6. You got the 6 right afterwards. Y'all ever want an extensive reading in that type side, Capricorns, let me know. Sun, and that goes for Sun, Moon, Ascendant, and Saturn, by the way. Progress as well. So we're going to hop into Aquarius. I appreciate that. Appreciate that a lot. That's my personal brand, so everything there, all the personal merch, signature stuff. Yeah, you have access to that. You'll be good. You got like all the music there as well. Not all the music, but my latest albums are there, so that's cool. All the singles and stuff. You could go to any of the artists, any of my artists' music that we have and merch that we have, correspondence to my artists and stuff like that. You can check out the record label. The record label was built by me. I'm the founder of that and all that. I just like to create opportunity. It was like the record label was like me creating, opportunity for other people that have that like to make music as well. So I'm always kind of scouting and looking for talent and seeing individuals that look to take their music to the next level, another level. That's what the label is there for and stuff like that. So the label represents all of us and the whole entity we have. As a whole, and that's StarWalker Records. But everything that has to do with me and personal, services and personal artist merch and all my music, anything that has to do with me, my product, my clothing, that's my clouds. Let's see. Anything else is not me. Any emails y'all hit through those 2 sites, you always reach me. You always have access to me regardless. So y'all don't really have to worry. All right, so Aquarius, this 3 of Hearts wanted to kind of pop out. I'm gonna shuffle one more time. The Queen of Hearts is there too. If it's significant, we'll see. It didn't really come out. It was like a little slip. Slipped. It peaked. You know what I'm saying? Whoa! That came out. Let's see what that was. Dang, Joker card too, eh? Joker card too. Alright, I got a Joker card for some of y'all. For your Aquarius. This could be some internal epiphany as well. That's really interesting. And then y'all have the 9 of Spades. I want to pull another card. For y'all. Like, the Joker, this internal epiphany based upon the 9 of Spades. Okay, I'm not gonna pull another. Let me explain this Joker to you. So this Aquarius, getting the Joker card as well, and the 9 of Spades. So this is internal epiphany based upon you developing and expanding in your ways of communication. You get what I'm saying? So you have this internal epiphany because you develop in these new ways and giving birth and expanding in your way of communication and your way of analyzation. So it's not what you're used to, and it's different. And that's why the 9 of Spades was a black card too, because you falling back, you it's a whole new thing. That's why it may feel so weird. And this is a weird feeling right here, the Joker. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of times I don't get too deep in these Joker cards, but sometimes they are significant. So I'm not even gonna pull another card, but that is the energy that y'all Aquarius is dealing with. So y'all going, Pluto entering Aquarius. You had like Saturn and Pisces, Aquarius and stuff like that. So a lot of big transitions for Aquariuses, especially with that Pluto transit, retrograde, kind of going back and forth. Y'all Aquariuses, is going through a lot of transitions right now, a lot of changes, and y'all as fixed signs may be uncomfortable with change. So this new way of expanding internally, because that 9 is like that Sag energy, developing wisdom and meaning and reasoning to your ways of communication, right? So that alone has you uncomfortable, because that already puts you in a whole different energy, because you got to develop new ways of communicating that you're not used to. So the fact that you're in unfamiliar energy, you're already uncomfortable. So that's already pulling up this Joker card right here. But know that uncomfortability and you expanding your ways of communication and how you analyze things differently, probably more, more according to you as an individual and less of the collective, as an Aquarius, that is going to have you feeling a little weird, but the uncomfortability is going to allow for the most growth. So keep going into the realms of new communication and analyzation and new ways of expanding and apply meanings and reasonings based upon your individual values of how you want to expand this communication. Great. All right. Yeah, my shit tripping. Let me know if it's tripping for anyone watching, because my shit is tripping. But let me get through this. Anyone watching, because my shit is tripping. But let me get through this. I don't know the Aquarian gods. The Aquarian gods and all that. You know what I'm saying? Leon uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Leon uncomfortable and shit like that. It's good now. Okay. Yeah, all the Aquarian gods and stuff like that. Maybe I'm speaking on too much, but y'all know what to do. Y'all know what to do. And if y'all want an extensive reading, y'all know where to hit, because this uncomfortability is uncomfortable. I get it. Just know that that's where you're gonna find your most expanded and most expansive self, and that meaning and reasoning that you do develop based upon these new ways of communicating is going to allow you to develop and to transform into a whole new you, which is what this Pluto in Aquarius is kind of helping you do. So you doing this at your own will is the best thing you can do. And I'm talking as a Martian sign myself, as a Plutotarian myself. So keep your heads on strong and do what y'all got to do for sure. Make sure y'all go back and listen to what I said a little bit beforehand before I started chopping up. But very interesting. Let's get into Pisces. That's weird. Like I don't have no internet connection issue at all. I just put on data because I'm like, I didn't like that. My Wi-Fi is fine on all my other devices right now. Anyways, Pisces, let's see. Super interesting, man. Pisces spending a whole lot of time with an opportunity. Spending a whole lot of time. This is Pisces Sun, Moon, Ascendant, Jupiter. You know what I'm saying? And Neptune. So y'all spending a whole lot of time within an opportunity. You can be taking action within this opportunity as well, or just taking action with something that you emotionally connect to. Something that's heartfelt to you. This could be a person, place, or thing that you do love, appreciate, and value. But you are spending a whole lot of time with this opportunity, or with this thing that you do love, appreciate, and value. This could be a person, place, or a thing. It doesn't have to be a relationship. It doesn't have to be a person, individual. It could be something that you could be a business that you love. It could be a workplace that you like, that you're involved in. You know what I'm saying? It could be a goal that you're emotionally invested in. So you spend a whole lot of time accumulating to that goal. But that is something that's on your heart. That's something that's on your mind. That's something that you really invested in right now. And you kind of putting in the work to kind of get to where you want to get to, so that cycle is then ended and you can be complete. You know what I'm saying? Go to the 9 of hearts, 10 of hearts, and feel complete within this opportunity and stuff like that. But you spending time in that as well also creates opportunity for yourself. Yeah, universe is going crazy nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm in Canada, we got all these fires, bro, all this smoke, all this, man, it's just weird, bro. bunch of random shit, you know what I'm saying? Bunch of random shit. It's just chaotic, but fuck all the distraction, you know what I'm saying? Just staying focused and worried about what we got going on, that's all. like staying tapped in, and I'm not giving much energy to many narratives and stuff like that. So the space and the temples are remaining pure, But yeah, Pisces, that is it. So we pretty much, we started from Aries this time. So y'all can just rewind if y'all missed anything. Started from Aries, so we good to go. So that's complete for the reading. That's a good hand. We had that's a pretty diverse reading. Everyone got something like a little different. To be honest with you, everyone got something of significance, which is very interesting. Different story for each. Those weeks are always good. Should have a good week ahead, y'all. We have the full moon. I think the full moon peaks this week as well. I believe the full moon peaks on the 4th. It's Cancer season, so that means we have a Capricorn full moon. And the moon's in Capricorn now, so we already in full moon energy, y'all. We already in full moon energy, so shit. Tapped in. Y'all gonna have a good week and shit like that. You're gonna see the seeds you've reaped based upon the seeds you've planted in the new moon in Gemini/Cancer season, around 2 weeks back. So that's gonna be fun. Full moon in Capricorn. That's every time we have a full moon, that's emotionally fulfilled or unfulfilled. In Capricorn, that's gonna be within our status and our business. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna be of significance this week. That's gonna be a heightened theme this week as well. Status, business, disciplinary energies, Saturn type stuff. Yeah, man, Pisces, man. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Non-biased. I know I know people in every zodiac sign, but I feel you, you know what I'm saying? And it's Pisces, a lot of times in their own world and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? So, and then we have a couple Pisces placements. We have the Saturn in Pisces as well, for a while. I'm not sure. Pretty sure we have Pluto, plus Pluto's in Capricorn right now. I mean, Pluto's in retrograde right now in Capricorn, headed back into Aquarius soon. So super interesting right now. We still have Neptune in Pisces. I was there for a while. Saturn's in Pisces right now. Yeah, we had a whole lot of Pisces energy with Neptune and Saturn in retrograde Pisces right now. So any natal chart Pisces probably seems a little things that might be a little tougher for them, you know what I'm saying? Like a little slower mentally and like with their dreams and going about certain things. Like a natal chart, Sun, Moon, Ascendant Pisces, probably like a little bit more significance on them, like their foundation with that Saturn, their foundation discipline energies. They may have to find, you know what I'm saying? It may be significant with them. It may be like not knowing how to go forward based upon the retrograde. But with Saturn and Pisces in general, the general message to all of us is what past things that we did that cater to our dreams, past ways of stability. Saturn that helped our dreams. You know what I'm saying? So any Pisces that I would know right now, I would just ask them what are some past things that you've done to help stabilize yourself towards and help move you towards your dreams. Like what are those past things that you can utilize, past creativity, gifts, talents, and like structural disciplines, I say, because it's Saturn. So what like disciplinary energies that you utilize in the past that can help you with your dreams right now, So you're going to be looking at a lot of those previous things that can help you with what to do now. So a lot of like new things may not help you, but what that you're used to may help you. So that may be a big theme for some of them as well. Then that is kind of for all of us, because that's Saturn's like collective, Let me see this. Moon, it's on the 3rd house. I have a Pisces sun. Oh, you have a Pisces sun. Nice. Descendant, Venus and Lilith. Nice. Saturn and Pisces is Yeah, so I guess right. So I guess we got into that a little bit, but Saturn and Pisces. That's how it would be, and that's really the theme for all of us right now. Past realms of structure and stability that can help with our dreams right now, and that shouldn't be like Pisces. We're 7 degrees because Saturn just got there, so that retrograde shouldn't be in that retrograde for too long. And then Neptune's in Pisces too, retrograde. So past ways of creativity, past ways of visions and realms of creativity that can help with our dreams now. So what I'm saying, like a lot of things that we did in the past, look at the things that helped you instead of hurt you, and what you can utilize from the past to for your future, like type shit. And that's how you gonna know is that's what you gonna know to utilize towards your dreams and shit like that. And then when it comes to Saturn, did look towards the past realms of disciplinary energies that you utilize. So like how you structured your dreams, your systematic functions towards your dreams. You know what I'm saying? Like that type of shit. You want to look towards that stuff in the past that helped you compared to now. Free reading. Since you're new, nah, Miguel, I know that name. Since you know what, like you're a Scorpio. Yeah, I think I seen you on my channel before. New people get a free reading. Minimum is 20. We did do the collective reading for this week. So if you do wanna a personal reading though, hit the email or hit the PayPal. We can do it live for you right now. Minimum's 20 for the readings. For the minimums, and then for the minimums while we're live, we do 3-card pulls for y'all. So it's not like the collective ones where we do 1-card pulls. So if you do a minimum, you get 3 cards, and I'll actually dive into it. I'm not gonna not dive into it. I'll actually dive into it. You know what I'm saying? I just did the collective though, and we just doing a little Q&A right now. The deck is down. Let me see what you were saying, Charlie. Saturn in Pisces. Let's see. My moon and rising in Virgo. Okay, you have a Virgo moon. You have a Virgo and rising in Virgo. Okay. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, we gotta do an astral break. We gotta do an astral breakdown for you. See for sure. Here's my MC Juno card. That way I can really like get into it. I can really get into it. My notes in Uranus. But yo, that Virgo moon and ascendant, people can kind of see you as like as a perfectionist, and then you have a Pisces sun, right? So like sometimes people can see you as a perfectionist with that Virgo moon. A lot of people may think you're like too strict with certain things, because Virgo moons often, you guys are like higher octaves can be really structured, really organized, perfectionists and stuff like that. Y'all know what you want. Y'all pay attention to detail, right? So y'all very analytical with certain things and stuff like that. You emotionally connect to, something that the things, people, places, and things that you can create a routine around. People, places, and things that you can organize and kind of develop routine. So that's the best thing I could say as far as a quick rundown of your Virgo moon with your ascendant. With your Virgo ascendant, like I said, and then you like I said, y'all pay attention to detail naturally. As a Virgo moon, you pay attention to detail. With that Pisces sun, you be really detail oriented towards your dreams, which is Virgo and Pisces are opposite. So you could that alone may have you stepping back and not taking action towards your dreams because you're so analytical and you pay attention to so much detail. But always remember to never let the detail and the attention to detail and to being perfect to stop you from going about your dreams. Because one thing Pisces will teach you, and one thing the 12th house will teach you, is you need to develop faith in order to go about your dreams. And oftentimes, like, I have a Virgo 10th house, so I can speak from experience. Like when it comes to my motivations and how I take action with things, I'm very detail oriented. Because I'm a Mars in Virgo as well in the 10th house. So you guys gotta remember for yourself. And then my son's in my 12th house in Scorpio, but the Pisces house. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, don't always be too keen to the detail about how something gets done, but creating the routine and organize it so it gets done. You get what I'm saying? And then you getting it done, whether it's perfect or not, you're gonna develop the motivation and the will to keep doing it, whether it's perfect, but you organizing it the best way you could and then having the faith to go about it, that you already ahead of the game. You're like, so try, like, because it's an opposition, it's gonna feel like you're blocking one out for the other. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta know for yourself, all right, what's enough detail, and how can I organize this in a way that makes sense, that I'll take action on it and not just be stuck to like, okay, it's not right, or it's not perfect, or it's not this. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, how can you do something in a way that you're confident in it, that you have faith, like, okay, if I do this, it'll actually get me a step forward. See what I'm saying? Like, you have to have that faith though, because without the faith and like you believing in that, like, it'll lead you somewhere, you're never gonna do it. You're just gonna sit there and analyze it till you go crazy, and then you're not gonna go crazy, but you're gonna analyze it until you realize you're not gonna take action, and that's what leads Virgo to become the Hermit card in tarot. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how you play those energies out. So you gotta know, as a Virgo, like, a lot of times when you come down as you come down here as a spirit, and you embodying certain energies as Virgos and as, you know, Scorpios and certain zodiac signs and stuff like that, you got to remember that our most comfortable energy is what holds us back. That's what leads us to our shit. So we got, like, our kind of demises. So you got to learn how to expand out of that, so you see more than what you're already used to. You know what I'm saying? So as a Virgo, you gotta be less analytical and detail oriented, and be more of like your opposite energy, Pisces, and have more faith, imagination, and belief in what you do and how you organize your routine and stability and your foundation. And then that alone, you combining the faith, is gonna allow you to, with the organization, to take action confidently. You know what I'm saying? Develop confidence, so you can actually take a step forward instead of taking steps back, thinking you're taking steps forward by analyzing and paying attention to detail, and you saying you're not doing it right, but really you're not doing anything at all, right? So you're really taking steps back. So that's how the opposition plays out. But it's kind of crazy. I get it, and no problem. And yes, attention to detail for sure. Mars, Saturn, and Pluto and Scorpio. Oh, love it. That's good. That's dope. That's dope shit, to be honest with you. Yeah, there's a lot I can get into. Because you have a lot of similar, like, you're like, yeah, you're like an ideal person that I would like to break down, because you have a lot of similar energies as myself. And like, I do a lot of self-research, so I know my energies. So I be knowing how to break it down. Like, when I see energies that are similar, I'm like, yes, because it's like, I really know how to get into it. You know what I'm saying? But I feel you. So it's a very interesting, like, the way your charts dynamics are. It's very interesting because, like, your Sun Moon opposition is probably the only thing you feel like is maybe like holding you back. Like, how you feel towards how you take action, that's the only thing holding you back. Because your Pluto and your Saturn, like, your Pluto is home, your Pluto and Mars is home in Scorpio, so you're comfortable. Like, you go deep, you are motivated with, you do have a desire to achieve what you want to achieve. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's a goal, you have Pisces Sun, your dreams, visions, imaginations, creativity. Your Saturn, Pluto, and Mars in Scorpio. This, like, I can say a lot. I'm not gonna lie. I can say a lot. Like, let's just say you can, like, you can do it. You can do it. It's just, you need to learn how to do it. Because your emotions and how you take action. Because your Sun is your actions. Your Moon is your emotions. You'll never be comfortable in taking actions on something if you're uncomfortable emotionally. You get what I'm saying? So until you can learn how to justify what you take action on based upon your emotional state, because I always like to say most people are driven by their emotions. So if you could see, if you know what emotional state drives you, and it's a positive and it takes action, and that'll help you take action towards your dreams, stick with that emotional state. And your actions that you take, make sure it's in correspondence with that emotional state. That's the best advice I can give you quickly. You know what I'm saying? Like, as for sure. For sure. Ah, nice. No, for sure. I get you. That computerized, yeah, computerized and personal are very different. Um, all my personals are pretty much like this. So whether, like I do, like I said, my coaching is all the readings and breakdowns are like per hour type stuff. So um if it's like, for example, you're getting like your natal chart reading is your first reading, it'll be like a video like this of certain parts, depending on how I break it down, or a direct, face to face or on call type stuff of an hour of straight breakdowns. But I do like to send it separately sometimes, because it allows the receiver to kind of take notes of certain things and know, like, have certain clips and remember it a bit easier. Because a lot, when it comes to astrology readings, like, there's a lot I can get into, like, there's a lot I can get into. That's why I just say give a flat rate for something like a basic rundown and stuff like that. But it's so diverse that if I said anything, someone who doesn't know astrology would get confused. Like, they'd be like, "That's a lot of shit." Like, that's a lot to remember. So I like to just send it in like nuances and in categories. So I'll probably send it talking about your planetary energies, and then talk about your houses and your house positions and stuff like that. And then if you were looking to specifics, get into specifics on, your status, aka business, your work routine that can develop into business, or your love and relationships and stuff like that. So that's like how it gets broken down. And then sometimes we have separate things too. So what we did, or what we do now over email, is like separate readings and stuff like that. So we'll have like, there's general, which I obviously told you, which is like that. And then there's love, where we're actually diving into those specific houses and planets of, your love and relationships. And then we dive, or business, where we dive into that specific sector of your chart. That way, if that's what the information you're looking to receive, then, what I'm saying, you can go about receiving that information just directly. And then whether we break down, career, love, relationships and stuff like that, you have different areas you can always go back to take notes on. And then videos are nice, because you can go back to videos, take notes, listen, and, in case you miss certain things and stuff like that. Yep, I found it. I feel you. I've been yeah, I'm like 5 years in. Like six years, actually. 6 years. So I'm a 6-year practitioner. 6-year practitioner within the arts of the occult, I'd say, like divination, and stuff like that. Many of different areas of divination. I'd say 4 years deep in hard astrology study and stuff like that. I got into the sides of divination and mystery and the occult and magic and stuff like that first. Certain principles, as above so below, and esoteric teachings before I got into astrology. So it's like the course. That's kind of how I do a lot of my astrological breakdowns, from like an esoteric internal perspective and stuff like that. Before, but when it comes to astrology readings, that's how I do it. As far as me, I know there's a lot of people who do it in other ways and stuff like that. Exoteric astrology and all kinds of stuff, and external representation. And I like do all the internal stuff. I think esoteric is a bit more true in resonance or significant in how it portrays the energies. But that's just my opinion, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, synastry is nice. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can focus on synastry. Like, synastry is a big part, especially when it comes to relationships, or just associations. like a lot of people like synastry because of like, you know, the relationships, their friends, and comparing charts, all that kind of stuff, you know. So when you start doing that, it is very interesting, like relationships, your spouse. You may have another individual, you know what I'm saying, who knows nothing or you want to learn about. So you do some synastry, you can learn how y'all charts play out and stuff like that. So synastry is really good for that kind of stuff, to be honest with you. Like I fucks with synastry. Synastry is nice. And then like I love to hear about you know, individuals who use synastry and stuff like that. So that's dope because it can be utilized well, and especially if y'all are able to do it within a relationship, um, that's like a step ahead because that shows y'all are willing like to have a sense of open mindedness. You know what I'm saying? So y'all can look towards each other when it comes to, you know, spirituality and anything, like when it comes to how y'all relate, like when y'all know y'all Mars and you know, when y'all know y'all Venus and Saturn placements and stuff like that, where y'all Sun is, what house things fall under, y'all gonna see how you can like develop more areas of awareness so that y'all can relate in a more harmonious manner. So it's, you know what I'm saying, I think it's a great thing. A lot of people need relationship therapy, just learn synastry. You know what I'm saying, like real shit, to be honest with you. If somebody isn't working, no worries. All right, dope. I'm gonna check that out. So I'll make sure I got that. I make sure I got that. So yeah, so that's as far as some of the astrology services stuff goes. A little background of the timing I've been into certain things for and stuff like that. But yeah, it's dope. It's dope. And then the yearly services, like I said, its slots are very limited. So as far as the yearly services, we're only taking 6 more slots. So we have a total of 9 individuals. Only 9 individuals. Right now, we currently have 3, and we're only accepting 6 more people. We have some inquired already, so slots are running low. But and we only open up doors to accept new clients. We get a 6-month rate, so like once, you know, twice a year type stuff. Because it is a little busy. It is a little it does require my attention. So you know, when I have a lot of people there and stuff like that, you know, I gotta like my little team who knows astrology and stuff like that to help deliver readings in a sufficient manner. But everything comes from me for the most part, and my services and being of service to y'all. So you know, all year round stuff, y'all get 1 hour turnaround times no matter what type of readings. Right now, I'm only doing that with new clients that come and get emergency readings. Those are the only 1 hour turnaround times. Any regular reading is 24 hours. So anyone who I'm yearly coaching or I'm a yearly divination for and astrological services for, they get 1 hour turnaround times for all readings. And then 24-hour turnaround times based upon astrological services and transits and stuff like that. So y'all get like, you know, on-spot transits and stuff like that. And then y'all get mental coaching for the people who are my yearly clients. Y'all get mental coaching. So one thing I'm big on is psychology, but I don't have a psychology diploma. But I know astrology. So that's like my realms of you know, doing what I like to do. It's like, you know, practicing psychology via through astrology and esoterics. So I'm very happy doing that, and I love to be there for individuals and being of service. So that's gonna be super cool. And the mental coaching is something I just incorporated, so that's gonna be dope. And I think the service is of many value. We have split payments and payment plans and stuff like that if people need it and stuff. And like I said, it's all year round. We either do quarterly payments and stuff like that, and it's all year round at any time. You guys have my contact, you got the number, you got you know, FaceTime, all that kind of stuff. Like, we of service when y'all need. It's like we there, and then you'll have dedicated days that you'll know to call me. So certain days I do have to myself, you know what I'm saying, for the people who have this service, they know that. So certain days they know not to call me. Like, I need silence. I need pure silence and stuff like that. If it's emergency, y'all hit me with a big emergency message, but myself and rejuvenation days is to me, and the rest of the days y'all call, y'all know your times, and y'all know when I'll be available. So yeah, that way we can always talk and stuff like that. I value my time, I value my hours, so I think that service is one of the best services, especially that I do more readings behind the scenes. I think that's going to be one of the best services that I introduce to the people, to the community, and everyone that supports me. So I'm happy to do that. I'm happy to be of service with y'all, especially with this astrology and this transit stuff. I've been doing it for a couple of years now, and it's always exciting. I always get this feeling of excitement once I see people make sense of how I break down transits and what they see in their real life, you know, and how they can make a real correspondence and see how they tapped into something they may have not have been aware of. And when they come to that realization, it's that shit warms my heart. I'm like, yes, you see it, you know, and like they notice it and shit like that. So it allows them to be way more intrigued. So I definitely love that, and that right there is heartwarming to me. And that and services like that is all I really, you know, that's part of my purpose, and that's one reason I'm here. So I'm happy to do it. I love it. Yeah, you know how it be. You know how it be. What's my moon rising this year? MC. Okay, no, for sure. I want to see that. Do I have? Let me see this phone. But that's my new email. I wonder if I have my new email on here. I should. It's terrible. I should have my new email on my. Because I use my good, like I use my main phone, like that I do a lot of emails and check my emails from. These are like for business calls, but I use this phone that I'm recording with for emails and stuff like that. So when I'm on live, but like I need to get my emails on these phones. That way I can check at the same time and be simultaneous and stuff like that. I like that word. But yeah, that's a dope service. I love that service, and then it allows for the clientele to have an actual dedicated reader, you know what I'm saying, and diviner. So that alone, like one thing I like to say is that developing a connection with a reader, a psychic, a person of divination, a diviner, whatever your word is for it. There's mediums as well. It's a separate thing, but developing a connection and with one that you can trust and you know is accurate for you, I think is the best way you can get your readings done, because you develop that interconnection through you know what I'm saying, through the subconscious, and what the message that's being portrayed can resonate at a higher significance. My eighth at 29 degrees. So it starts in the eighth and then goes into Cancer. So right now, as we in Cancer season, I'm in my eighth house. Eighth house moment. Starts late. Yeah, I see you though. I got the way you just dropped. I got Taurus there. So yeah, you know what I'm saying. So that's that. But yes, like I said, I was telling everyone too, like when y'all realize, when you develop a relationship with the psychic or with an individual who does your breakdowns and your readings and stuff like that, it's going to be way easier for you to get an understanding and for you to communicate, compared to you trying to find this information, whether it's astrology. Like, you know, like you can do the research on the Google and stuff like that, but you're going to find a lot of different knowledge on astrology when it comes to Google. You're not going to know whether you're reading Vedic, fucking Eastern, Western, you know what I'm saying, sidereal. To find certain knowledge and shit, like, it's gonna take you time, you know what I'm saying. So if you have someone you can work with, one, it saves you the time, which is a huge value, and then you know exactly what to learn and the practicality of it, how much you can learn based upon your mental capacity, because you're gonna read a lot on Google. Based upon what you learn on Google, that's gonna have you going back, oh well, this said this, but this says that, and you're gonna go back and forth. That's gonna take you a whole lot of time. North Node, eh? Yeah, yep. Okay, interesting. And that's crazy, because it's crazy how it's your North Node, you know what I'm saying? Because No, that's good, because like your north node shows what you should thrive towards, and kind of what leads you to growth based upon uncomfortability. But going towards your north node, it always feels a little uncomfortable, but you always know where, like based upon your north node, you always know that that's where you're gonna find the most expansion. You know what I'm saying? As an individual, it's like my ninth. I got my north node in my ninth with Leo, like this, setting the stage for realms of spirituality to be expressed. Long story short, so like things like this, and then as a triple water, I don't even like. I'm not gonna say I don't like doing this, but like, cause I love doing it. I'm very happy being here, but I can see where my north node pushes me, where it's like I like doing this, but I know how uncomfortable I feel. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not something that I'm used to like that. So that's why I can. But I'm still really comfortable doing it because it's me. You know what I'm saying? It's what I love to do. Is like how I love to express myself. If I was talking about anything, it would either be talking about business or be talking about spirituality. You know? So that's all 9 house shit. 10 house shit. Yeah, I appreciate that. Shout out to you. That's also my 9th. Okay, yeah, yep, nice. So a lot of shit, you know what I'm saying, like being expressed and setting the stage around 9th house type stuff, spirituality, freedom of expression, you know, like that too. Like spirituality a lot is freedom of expression. So even when it comes to, I tell people all the time, I'm not biased. So whether you're religious, whether you're anything, any culture that you dictate to, like, it's fine for me. You gotta express yourself, speak your truth. However you feel that needs to be spoken and spread and said is important to you as an individual, as to all of us as individuals, regardless of what our truth is. Whatever you think to believe your truth is, your inner truth is, express that and stand on it. Believe it. Be it. You know what I'm saying? Act on it. Are you a walking representation of your values? If not, how can you correct that? Are you a walking representation of how you feel? If not, how can you correct that? You know what I'm saying? I don't gotta sit here and say I feel like shit. Or I got, you know what I'm saying? Even if I said I feel like shit, it's like, you guys know it's a lie. I don't carry myself like I feel like shit. So I would never, that doesn't even resonate with me. Even if I said that, none of my actions are in accordance to feeling like shit. So that doesn't even sit within my body. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't. So, but that also takes habit, you know, like I tell people all the time, you're not going to think like that overnight. You know what I'm saying? that has to be developed. So like I said, it takes the discipline, it's really the will and the drive. Like that's why I know as y'all Martians, especially for the heavy Scorpio placements that be watching me, y'all have the drive and y'all be motivated to do shit. Just make sure y'all know how to direct that and know which direction you want to go towards, and you see yourself in. That way you can start applying that motivation, start utilizing all that drive with that organization towards your dreams. And how can you organize your dreams for you to take practical actions and steps towards that? So it's no longer a dream, but it's a reality. You know what I'm saying? Now you have reason and meaning to get out of bed. Now you wake up happy. Now you wake up driven. Now you wake up knowing what you want to do because you know what's on your mind. You get what I'm saying? Like it goes far, but you got to take the steps. You got to take the journey. You know what I'm saying? You got to know what you want to do. You got to set that time for yourself. Explore, organize, and you know what I'm saying, get there. That's fire. Nice. North Node in Gemini. Oh, it's in Gemini too. Yep. So you know, communication and analyzation is a big thing for you. That is a big thing. You know what I'm saying, expression and communication. That for sure. So that's really what it is. You know what I'm saying? Really what it is. So I'm actually gonna check that email and stuff like that right now before it gets too late. I think we're hitting midnight. It's actually earlier. I'm a night owl. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'll see you at times I be going live and shit. I'm a night owl, but we gonna pretty much cruise out. It was a quiet live tonight, but shit, it's a full moon. Full moon and pretty much peaking. Like the moon is in Capricorn right now. The full moon, unless it doesn't peak in Cap, unless it peaks like, because it's been peaking in the other signs a little early. So if we have a full moon peak in Aquarius, that'll be very interesting. But the new moons have been falling in Aquarius, so actually no, we will have the full moon in Capricorn. yeah, it's crazy because according to what I'm seeing right now online, now I'm gonna just tell you what I see online. Fuck the phase. Like we should be having a full moon peaking right now. It's when the sun and moon match up based upon degrees. So we should have that within the next couple hours because the moon is 6 degrees Capricorn and the sun is 10 degrees Cancer. So once the moon gets to 10 degrees Capricorn, we in full moon peak mode. What I got? It's weird. I feel like I haven't seen the full moon. Like that's why I'm tripping. I don't know though. That's crazy. But yeah, it's coming up. We in full moon energy now. Energy's high, it's significant. People could be busy. We've had a long weekend. It's Canada Day over here and shit like that. We got July 4th coming up on the full moon. That's some witchcraft. Be careful this week. Be careful this week. That's all I'm gonna say. Scorpio in my third. Oh, nice. All split pretty much the 2 signs in them. Yeah, I feel you. Okay, cool. So you have that little split energy, kind of like that. Yeah, okay. They say like I've heard a few things when it comes to the split houses. I have a few things like that too. You like catching up. They say it's like catching up in certain areas, completing certain cycles and stuff like that. That like from past lives and based upon that. I like to say astrology is like the solar system, or the system of our soul. You know what I'm saying? That's like the real reference of the solar system. That's where I believe they got astronomy from, or not, but I believe things were internal before external, which just makes sense to me. But so I think they were doing things within astrology to come up with things of astronomy to then create representation and external representation, exoteric from the esoteric, to then have systems like astronomy and planets in school and what I'm saying, all that shit. Before I get too deep. Thank you, I appreciate that. Yeah, right. Now that you think of it, right. So the way it be playing out is interesting. Like I'll be looking at degrees and stuff like that, and the way it be playing out, certain areas, it's like you're not playing catch up, but you're like doing more in those areas based upon past cycles that weren't complete. So you feel like you got to go harder in certain areas of life, which are your houses, that you kind of need to. You know what I'm saying? You need to kind of, it's like a picking up or catching up to where you left off. So you feel like you gotta go harder in those areas, where like two signs or like the degrees or the cuspy energies are overlapping. They call it overlapping houses. Yeah, no, trust me. You got the full moon this week. You know what I'm saying? So that's a lot. That's self-care, waxing gibbous. That's what I'm saying. The moon is in waxing gibbous, so the phase. So we might have the moon peak in the full, like a little later on in Capricorn, maybe like tomorrow night type shit. Right as we're about to hit the Aquarius moon, because we're still in the waxing gibbous phase. It hasn't hit full yet. So if there's anything right now that you need to release or do before you know what I'm saying, release anything like that, I say put in a little extra work now as we're in the waxing still, and then as we hit the full moon. It's just letting go of anything we need to release, and organizing anything that we need to organize based upon the seeds we've been working toward. You know what I'm saying? When the moon waxes, you put in the work. Once the shit's full, you kind of take a step back, see what you need to let go, see what you need to release, what no longer serves you. As the moon is waning, you start organizing the things that you've been working on, you know what I'm saying, in correspondence. That way, when the new moon comes, you can plant a fresh seed, and you can start putting in that work again. The putting in the work is the seed, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, the degrees, that's what astrology can get so deep. That's why, like, people ask me for astrology readings, I'll just tell them a little rundown general, you know what I'm saying? Because that's like, you can break down into parts and shit like that, you know, like, so like different sections. Right. So even when I check your email and stuff like that, and based upon the reading you get, I'm gonna dissect your houses and things of that nature. So I'm gonna do a little house breakdown for you and stuff like that. That way you can understand it a little bit better. Nicola. Okay, I've heard of him actually. but I haven't done too much research on what he was doing within those houses and stuff like that, like the how in depth he went into the houses. But the houses are really significant, you know what I'm saying. There's 3 different house systems as well. You know, the tropical house system, traditional, there's a whole sign system, or equal houses. The equal house system is the same as the whole sign. And then there's a longitude and latitude system, which is what we use on Western to find overlapping houses, and that's based upon where you're located at. So that's why you put in your location on websites when they ask you for that. It's for that sort of house system, so they know based upon longitude and latitude, they can calculate the overlapping houses and stuff like that based upon the time you were born, right? So it's super interesting. So that could be him, the one who did that, because that system, the whole sign is how astrology first was originally. That was the first house system, was the whole sign houses. So for example, if you were a Scorpio ascendant, you're a Sag second house, fucking Cap third house, Aquarius fourth house, Pisces fifth house. You get what I'm saying? In order. Whole sign in order. And even then, doing readings like that generically is still pretty good to do, because like it's, even if you have overlapping houses, the sign that you don't see is there still plays out in that house. You get what I'm saying? So if you understand whole sign astrology, you can still do accurate readings with the Western chart. Like some people who only learn Western, who don't understand the just as above so below practice in general, will tell you like, oh, you have no sign there, or it's missing. You know what I'm saying? So when you go through a sun transition there, you're like, oh, well, I don't know what area of like what house to look at because I don't have that sign in my house. No, it's not how it is. You do have that. We have all signs of the zodiac, but because of the way the house is split and because of different house systems, it's how we understand it and how we interpret it, if you get what I'm saying. So that's how that plays out. And then based upon location, that's the longitude and latitude. If we did whole sign, it wouldn't really matter on your location generally. Some like the time is the ascendant, so, and the moon is the minutes. You know what I'm saying? So it was just the time you would need, but your location is what develops the longitude and latitude based upon the locations for the overlapping houses and shit. Yeah, Placidius. Right, exactly. So depending on why you're looking at the chart, like I look at both. You know what I'm saying? I'll look at both, and I'll see what both would be and shit like that. And if I don't, I know what would be there if it was whole sign chart. So that's how I'd be doing readings. That way I can get a full in-depth. You're not missing anything. You know what I'm saying? Puts my Mercury in the 8th and the resonance. Yeah, see, so right. So like I've done that too. I've dissected both systems and seen what I more resonate with and how things play out and shit like that. So that's super interesting. Super interesting, actually, because I've done the same thing to see where planets fall, and it's actually the same. I still have my planets. I still have the 12th and whole sign chart. I still have a 12th and first house stellium. In whole signs. In whole sign though, like in regular, or let's say the more traditional Pleiades, goes into 12. It goes into 12th house Scorpio, and my 12th house is so big. So my first house, it overlaps into my first house. So my first house starts at Scorpio as well. So that's that. But the whole sign chart would go from obviously Scorpio first house, and then the 12th house being Libra. And the 12th house being Libra, and then first being Scorpio, right? Which like certain things like, and then like in whole sign, my Mars would be in like my Cancer would be my 9th house, my Gemini would be my 8th, my Leo with my Mars would be in the 10th. So it does resonate in certain areas, but it's I read it the same when I look. I guess since I understand it the way I do, I look at it the same when I look at the overlapping charts. I just look at it based upon the degrees. So like how the degree is how the energy plays out. That's kind of how you have to look at it. So like based upon the degree, it's either you're gonna be more leaning the first sign or the last sign. You know what I'm saying? And that'll let you know like how you complete in what cycle and stuff like that. Venus lived into my 7th. Okay, that's interesting too. I believe Venus is home in the 7th. Lilith there. which I resonate with more than my sixth. Yeah, so you may resonate with that too, especially with your Lilith in your seventh. You'll know based upon relationships you've had, right? So with especially with Venus there as well. So with Lilith there, you'll know what sort of embarrassing moments you kind of went and dealt with within your relationships, and then that'll let you know, like, yeah, yeah, it resonates there for sure, you know. And then with Venus, I don't know what sign it's in, but Venus is home in the seventh house. Is that's the house of Libra. You know, the ruling of the house Libra was kind of birthed out of that space. So Venus kind of doesn't mind being in the seventh house there. It's more relatable and stuff like that. More harmonious in the seventh house. Okay, that makes sense. I like that. Yeah, no, for sure. Venus, you got 3 degrees Pisces, Lilith at 10. Okay, no, interesting. So yeah, you live just still early on. Yo, fucking Venus, yeah. So both early degrees too. Venus just passed like the cusp, I'd say. But that's interesting too. I'm not gonna lie. But with your Venus in your seventh house, it's a lot easier for you to build relationships that have to do or that are in accordance to your dreams. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that like you can use that to your, like, it could be, like I said, everything's a gift and a curse. Honestly, you can use that to your advantage, but so like everything else, right? That could be a disadvantage. So like real shit. So if your Venus if your Venus and Lilith are both in Pisces in your seventh house, like that's literally playing out the gift and curse energy, because you can easily build relationships with people that you know what I'm saying, emotionally connect to, that you love, appreciate, and value, that have to deal with your dreams, but you also probably run into a lot of like embarrassing moments with those same peoples, or like how you showed your dreams or displayed your dreams led to like an embarrassing moment. So those people or places or things didn't believe in like the dreams that you kind of built relationships around and shit. Like it's some shit like that. With Pisces, Venus and Lilith together be trippy. Like it'd be like, yeah. Okay, they are both in Pisces. Okay, good. So like Venus and Lilith, because Lilith is like, Chiron is more like hurt. Lilith is more like embarrassed. Venus is more like relating and expressing. You know what I'm saying? So like, it'd be funny. Conjunct my descendant. Okay, yeah. That's super interesting. Okay, we gonna get into it for your personal reading though. We gonna get into it for your personal reading. That's super interesting though, because that is of significance. Conjunct my descendant. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. So a lot of times that pushes you towards that more comfortable. When things are conjunct your descendant, it pushes you back towards like comfortability. You know what I'm saying? Like it pushes you back towards your kind of comfortability, like what you fall back to. You know what I'm saying? Like you fall back to like the things you're used to and shit like that. But like I said, if you can develop new habits that you can then be used to, that are positive, that are not like what you're used to falling back on, that can lead to growth, then for example, a conjuncting your descendant, how you fall back on things is still gonna keep you moving forward. You get what I'm saying? Instead of you falling back and it holding you back and like descending you, it's actually gonna keep pushing you forward, because you realize like everything's like alchemy. So if that's conjunct your descendant, how do you usually fall back when that happens? Like when an embarrassment moment happens within your relationships or with the people that had a little follow, with the people you deal with. How do you fall back and how do you cope with it? Develop a new way of how to cope with it that's positive, that keeps pushing you towards your vision or your dream. And I guarantee every time you meet an embarrassing moment, you're gonna be like, hey, that's not stopping me, because you're gonna feel fueled towards to go with your dreams again. You're not gonna be like, okay, I gotta take a step back. You know when like you get hit with something and you're like, damn, you get demotivated. That's the word. So that's gonna help you to not get demotivated. So develop a habit that you learn to be comfortable in, that keeps pushing you forward. So even if something did happen, you know what I'm saying, it's like, or fallout, where like someone was downplaying your dreams or your visions and how you do things based upon your own inner world and shit like that, that doesn't affect you, because whatever you fall back into is still helping cater to this inner world that you're looking to cultivate or looking to bring to reality. You know what I'm saying? As a Pisces, I'm gonna say your inner world instead of like your dreams or whatever the case may be. That, which can be all those things: your dreams, your goals. You know how you relate, right? That's good. You don't get embarrassed. That's good, because at the end of the day, embarrassment is an emotion that we can choose to feel through, and we can choose to move forward. You know what I'm saying? So based upon certain times where we may get rejected, like it's the fear of rejection that makes us embarrassed. So even if we do get rejected towards certain people, places, and things, Venus, that, you know what I'm saying, make us feel embarrassed, Lilith, or downplay us or kind of want to put us in a shell, you know what I'm saying, that won't affect us, because at the end of the day, we're no longer scared of being rejected. So even if that did put us back, that's not stopping us. We're still moving forward. You get what I'm saying? Because of these things that you develop behind the scenes to make you that confident in what you got going on, or what you believe in, what you have faith in. You get what I'm saying? And that's how you're going to actually be able to move forward through certain things, because like that's one of the biggest reasons why people can't go forward with certain things, is fear of rejection and shit. You can't be scared of being rejected. You gotta go for it. You gotta put yourself out there. But you gotta have, when you have the belief and when you have the habit, that allows you to develop the knowing that you're going to get somewhere. You get what I'm saying? Because you actually have the steps to get it. You can ask someone where they want to go, but they'll say, oh yeah, I want some money, or yeah, I want success, or yeah, I want some fame, or whatever. But they will never tell you how they're gonna get there. They can never tell you a plan on how, and steps on step by step, how they got there, or how they're going to get there, or how they plan on executing that. That's how you know that person is just a wishful thinker. Or that's when you know a prayer is just a prayer and a dream is just a dream. You see what I'm saying? There's dreamers and there's people who execute. And that's how you develop the sense to know which one is which. And that's how they'll save you a lot of time with dealing with people, and certain people that, you know, may or not cater towards what you got going on and stuff like that. But you know, there are dreamers and there are doers, right? And a lot of there's no really difference between the doers and the dreamers. It's just the ability to do the dreams. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, so those are the only two things. And it's the comfortability and the fear of rejection that always puts us back into the shell. So once you can go forward without the fear of rejection, you're gonna start building confidence subconsciously over what you're doing. Because every time you get back down, you just gonna stand up again. You know that every time you get rejected is a win. You see what I'm saying? Because that's you answering the call. Like, bitch, I don't care if you reject me, I'm still doing this. See what I'm saying? Because rejection, you gotta already realize from internally that rejection is gonna come with it. That's like me if I wanted to be a musician and think I'm only gonna get good praise for every song I drop. If I told that to anyone, well, how would that make sense? Right? Right? So it's crazy. So and that's something anyone would tell me, but they just gotta apply it within their life, right? I can't expect every song I get to get love or not to get hate. I can't expect for a business deal to every business deal to go through exactly how I want. I can't expect to make a sale every time I want. There's going to be no's. There's going to be many no's. There's probably going to be more no's than yeses. But that's what comes with it. You gotta be ready. So that's what I just be telling people, and that's us. That's awoken mind. So that's the energy we be developing and building our mind to get to that point. Because once your mind is there, there ain't nothing holding you back. You're good. Because at that point you done develop the habit to keep you moving forward, and you now have the willpower and the discipline to keep doing it. So now you wake up every day actually happy, knowing how you're going to get there. You counting all your wins, you counting all your losses. So you're not just counting your losses, but you're learning from your losses and how to improve in the ways that you did fail, or the way you lost. You see what I'm saying? So it's no longer a loss, but a lesson. Alchemy. You're winning. Now you're already on a path. You're set. It just takes persistency. You know what I'm saying? And when you're persistent, it's over. It's over. I never even was one of those kids that ever thought about the future wedding or any of that crap. Yeah, no, trust me. And then you too, you as a Pisces, you dreams ain't dreams. They literally, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's your reality. So, like I said, you Pisces can be strong too, because y'all already in that realm of subconscious. You already in the realm of the collective. You know what I'm saying? So you just tapping in and figuring out how to Like you just acting, you just being you within y'all shit is like manifesting your dreams. You get what I'm saying? Like Pisces are like walking manifestations of like dreams. And then with all your Scorpio energy, like you just gotta have the drive and motivation to get it done. And you have a little the Virgo energy. Pay attention to detail and organize it and make it a routine and pattern in a way that you can act in actionable steps that are like relative to you. You don't have to make the craziest steps, you know what I'm saying, or like the the hardest thing. Nah, like it just takes little steps to get it done. You know what I'm saying? No matter what goal it is, whether it's anything. You have a fitness goal, a health goal, a weight goal, a diet goal. There's steps to everything that you do. A wealth goal, a family goal. You know what I'm saying? Any area in life, like it's just little steps, and you gotta just see how to utilize it. Be persistent. Develop the habit that'll get you there, because that's what's gonna play out subconsciously. When you're lazy and when you don't have motivation, you're gonna fall back. Just know you're gonna fall back. So without the discipline and the habit, you'll when the motivation's not there, you're gonna still do it. You're gonna always know, all right, I gotta just do it. I gotta just do it. You gotta do it. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna become so used to it that you'll do it with unconsciously. And then that's when things are gonna start manifesting in ways that you don't even see, because you're putting in the work subconsciously. You see what I'm saying? And that's when you're gonna consciously realize all the work you've been doing, look back at that and be like, holy shit. Now the Great Wall of China's built. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So that's a little rundown, but I'm gonna get to everyone's personal stuff. I gotta check the emails and all that. So I appreciate this little hour of just running it down. I love to chop it up for a little bit, and this is what I like to do. And I can't wait to have to expand the clientele and do this with more personal clients and stuff like that. So we're gonna keep growing and keep doing what we gotta do with consistency. Don't hesitate to recommend anyone that you know is within alignment, who walks the path. And you know what I'm saying, we'll always be here for y'all, and that's the community. So I appreciate everyone. And if y'all need tips on wealth mindsets, wealth building, you know what I'm saying, positive mentalities, true motivation, hop in the Telegram group. You'll find it in the bio. That's the official MC333 broadcast channel, my personal broadcast channel for all updates. But there I drop motivational gems and so much that has to do with mental health, and just goal orientation and motivation. So there you guys can have all the little gems, all the little tips and stuff like that, just to keep your mind regulated throughout the days. I drop, different little voice notes and clips on, just discipline and how to do certain things and stuff like that. And we're gonna go forward with that. And I will hit you with the invoice with you after this live right now. I'm gonna do that for you, and keep that smooth. So yes, I appreciate you for hopping in. Don't hesitate to share this. I gotta break this up during the weekend, do some edits and post some shorts. Make sure people get some of these gems as well, because I love sharing the knowledge and stuff like that. And as we grow, y'all keep growing with me. So you know what I'm saying, make sure y'all secure all y'all spots who get to watch this afterwards. Y'all are informed. We only have 6 more slots, technically 4. So if y'all can get in as soon as y'all can, get in as soon as y'all can, and y'all have my services all year round. So tap in, don't hesitate. This is the time. Saturn's in Pisces. It's time to structure y'all beliefs. It's time to structure y'all imagination. It's time to structure our dreams. So let's really do this. Let's take off. We going. This is Triple Three's world. We out. Shout out to all y'all playing the music, running it up. We appreciate it. It's wholehearted. Thank you. And have a good week. Let's go.